Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with paper crafting YouTubers monthly hop, and this month it is Galentine's Day, and I am combining that with Follow a Sketch February through Scrapping Reflections. And here is our sketch. And I think it's Miyuki, but I don't know for sure, but it will be listed below. And I am creating a layout with my Galentine Tara when I actually got to meet her back in the fall. And she is one of my crafty besties. And so I thought this would be the perfect time to pull out this photo play, crafting with my nomies. And so I'm going to use that. And then I created my own little stencil. I've already cut out some hearts with my Cricut. When I'm using paste, I like to use these stencils like this. And I'm using the Art Extravagance icing paste. And this one is in rose gold. It looks kind of purple, but it's pink. And so I am super excited to document this. And because my dear friend Tara loves to do stitching, I promised I'd put a little stitching on my layout. It's not going to be a lot, but it is there. So I have that, my mixed media, my papers, my collection, my little stencil that I'm going to use, and this picture, and of course this sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I lay this down. This is the other reason that I like this, because like Scrapping Reflections has 12 by 12 stencils, and I love that because then it covers the whole page and I'm less likely to make a disaster. However, when I'm using paste and I'm tired, I love putting it through these stencils that I make on the paper, because then I don't have to worry about going and cleaning it up right away. And also for this specifically, I wanted the hearts to be in the places that are very similar to where they are in the sketch. So I gently push it through, and I expect a lot of seepage because it's paper, guys. That's why I picked orange, because orange is like one of the things I have a million of. I also left almost all of this in here because it's pretty quick. But anyway, I kind of took a lot on my little palette brush or palette, and I don't push down too hard. I was hoping to have as little seepage as possible, but like I said, going in, I knew that was pretty likely since it's through paper. However, my darling friends, there isn't a stitch of it. Not a dot that I can see. Look how that turned out. I am so thrilled. Now, does that happen every time? No. So I let that sit and dry, did another video, and now we're back and it's dry. This is hours later, although this stuff usually dries within like 30 minutes, but I went ahead and did another video, went and had dinner, came back and finished it up. So these hearts are cut out of the Nomi paper, and I love these colors. They're great. I did consider using a teal instead of that pink for the hearts, but I decided I didn't want it to, it wasn't the exact same color teal, and not that this rose gold is the same. I just felt like it cooperated better, I suppose is what I wanted to say. So I am going to set that aside, and I took the 2 circles that I cut out with my Creative Memories circle punch, and I am using my Stampin' Up tool. I think it's called a Pick Me tool, a Pick You tool, or You Pick tool, or something like that. And I am puncturing holes all the way around these circles. Now, one of them has got a little piece out of it, but it's okay because I know one's going to get tucked in. And then I stitch around them. Now, you're not going to be able to see it right now because it's pink, but you can in the up close, and in person you can see it. So Tara, I hope you're proud of me. It's not as much stitching as I did Sunday for my Scrap Lift Crafternoon layout, but I did some stitching for you. She stitches on almost everything, and it's so gorgeous, and I love the way that stitching looks on a layout, but I have carpal tunnel and my hands say no. And so, I do a little here and there, but not very often. But it is a beautiful look on a layout. So there's just a little bit of stitching going on. So I do put these down with some of my tape runner as well as Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, because some of it is going on the mixed media, as well as there's thread under there. And while it's not bulky because it's just embroidery thread, I almost said embossing thread, guys. Yep, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. But it's just embroidery thread, so it's pretty thin, but it's also got the little knot back there and stuff. So I go ahead and use Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to keep that attached to the layout. So I put all of those other hearts down pretty similar to where they are on this sketch, which is such a cute sketch. I love this. And then I am going to just start adding my little embellishments from the Photo Play collection. Now I put that one up there that says Stitch. Now we're out at Panera. We met and had, they had dinner. I had already eaten, so I wasn't very hungry, but I drove and met them because they were coming towards where I live, and we met almost halfway. And so it was super exciting to meet her in person. She was my very first meet in person of any of the people that I've met during all the scrappy time. Now, 2 weeks later, I got to meet another one of my favorite people in the scrappy world, or just in general, when we went to Virginia. And so that was a very exciting month. I think it was all in October or into September and early October. So I am adding a little tag up here at the top, and it says something about made with love. And I mean, this layout was made with love. So I put the sewing machine on there, definitely for Tara, because I have a handheld and it's going back to the store. Don't tell my mom. She gave it to me for my birthday. I can't use it. And my dear friend Anna is trying to talk me into like a real machine. Yeah, nope. You all, I think I'll do a little hand stitching here and there. And other than that, we'll just leave the stitching to you two fabulous ladies. So I am going to add these nomies on here because it is crafting with my nomies. And by no means am I saying that me and Tara look like these gnomes, but they're so cute. They have the hearts on them. I felt like this was the perfect collection, the perfect layout, and the perfect picture to document happy Galentine's Day. While this picture was taken in September, it's not like it's Valentine's. It is someone that I just absolutely adore. And so I thought that this would be the perfect fit. So I love the way this is turning out. I'm looking for something else to add onto my layout. I just felt like there was maybe something missing. So I did end up putting like that little word phrase down towards the bottom. And now I am showing it to my 13-year-old and asking him if he thinks it needs anything else. And he said, no, it looks really good. So with my 13-year-old's approval and feeling like I really love the way this ended up, I am done. So I'm going to share this close-up of the sketch again. And it will be on Scrapping Reflections website. And then also here are the close-ups of my layout. I really love how this turned out. I hope you will go check out all the other people who are hopping along with the Happy Galentine's Day. That will be listed below. And then the Follow a Sketch February, just type in hashtag FASF23 and you will find all of those. And I believe there will probably be people with playlists, but definitely check out State Goddess, which is Sandy who started it, and she will have lots and lots of inspiration for you this month too. So I hope to see you all again really soon. I'll be back tomorrow with another Follow a Sketch February. Have a great day and happy scrapping.